Where's the camera lens? Looks foggy. Oh, shit. Still looks foggy to me. I don't know. Am I blind? I don't know what's going on. Witch's magic potion. Y'all know I be at the dollar store. I be loving when the dollar store put out the Halloween stuff. This my favorite time of year. Oh, and Graveyard Girl said that the Kiss nails. Did this got something on it? The Kiss nails has released their Halloween collection. So it's like the Halloween. I took. Oh my god, the nails, y'all. I don't know what's going on with the nails because me and them last nails that I put on, which were these, for whatever reason, I think they were like just curved too much or something. I don't know if they were, the way they were made, if they were like curved. I'm gonna try to show you guys what I mean. I keep looking at the TV like, what is that? But I don't know. I thought they was all like that. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know what it was, but I don't know. It just seemed like they was made funny, cause they just kept popping off. Like I was filing my nail down. I even tried to file down the inside of the fake nail so it wouldn't be so smooth or whatever in here. Tried to file down my nails with the little emery board thing that they give you. Glued them down again. It didn't work. I used the kiss glue, the paint on kiss glue. I tried that first. It didn't work. They kept popping off. And then I tried to use the glue that it came with. It didn't work. They kept popping off. I mean, we went to the movies. By the time we got back home, I only had like four, maybe three nails on each hand. It was ridiculous. But I didn't even care because I was tired and I just wanted to go home. And I know it's not like anybody was gonna be like, "Where are your nails at?" I wish somebody would walk up to me. I'm already having a bad nail day and ask me, "What happened to your nails?" Because I would go super crazy. I really would. I meant to get these to my granddaughter because for whatever reason, and she came by today. For whatever reason, these. What is that? That's green right there. Oh, not straw. Okay, I'm tripping. I'm like, what is that? But it's a straw. Um, I meant to get those to her because we it's not working for me. I need to get me some new headphones because I don't know what it is with these headphones, but they about to drive me crazy. They keep making my phone shut off for some reason. I'm doing a lot of complaining. And we gonna be on here for a long time because y'all gonna keep me company till my husband come home. When my husband come home, I'm gonna leave y'all. I'm gonna drop y'all like a hot potato. Okay? So we gonna stay here until he get home from work because he had to work today. which really sucks. Don't that
Which
suck?
really sucks. Don't that suck? Really sucks. Don't that?
When you gotta work on a holiday, it's bad. So hey Leah, hey Tina, hey Antoine. Antoine said, I love Halloween because that's when I can wear fishnets and be crazy. You can wear fishnets and be crazy whenever you want to, honey. You ain't got to wait till Halloween to wear 'em. Because I got my fishnets right here. But um, these are to make like the little, uh, like a little top that you wear like up under a tank top or something. Because these look real small. But, you cut the feet off and the legs become sleeves, and then you cut the crotch out and you put your head through. Okay, it's a process. Okay, you gotta have some patience making the little fishnet tops. Don't do it if you don't have no patience. And those look really small because I got them from the dollar store, but they was $1, so I said, let's let's see what is on right now. Nothing. Let's get them from the dollar store where they cheap at. But honey, don't let people tell you that you can only do your little weird stuff during Halloween. You can do it whenever you want to. Cause I'm gonna wear whatever the hell I want to wear. You know what his is really making me mad is YouTube. Their little algorithm or the censoring thing that they do for YouTubers does not go across the board. Like I was watching um this young lady's video, and she has a lot of subscribers, like millions of subscribers. And that girl was dropping the F bomb like something crazy. Like every other word that came out of her mouth was the F bomb. If I say one curse word, my video is demonetized. I'm like, that YouTube needs to make their laws or regulations across the board for everybody. It is so unfair to me, the policy that YouTube has for the larger creators, like the people with the most subscribers, they get the best ads on their videos. So off the rip, they're making more money. But they can get on here and do all manner of stuff. Like my Jewel video, the video where I was talking about vaping, my video got demonetized. And it's heck of people on here with like 100,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, not only doing videos about vapes, but vaping in the video. I never hit the vape. I just showed it in my video. And my video was demonetized and said that it was not suitable for advertisers. So how are these other people on here actually vaping? Teenagers vaping, juuling, talking about juuling. This young man made a video about getting suspended for 3 days because he got caught juuling. His video got picked up by CNN. He got interviewed by CNN. His video was not demonetized. That video is still on YouTube making money. But a video where I talked about juuling was demonetized. That's the kind of stuff that YouTube does. And I wasn't even hitting the jewel in the video. Then it's an older lady, Grandma Vapes. I think Grandma got like 100,000 subscribers or something. Grandma be on here vaping, hitting the jewel, hitting the vape pens and everything. I don't don't understand YouTube. I really don't. And I wish I did so that I could be rich like everybody else. Do you know how difficult it is to break into the plant community as a black woman? But I'm gonna get in though. I am def. That is my. I'm gonna get in. If I got to break the door down and make my own, they're going that. If I got to break the door down and make my own community, that's what I'm gonna do. That's my plan. I mean, I don't mind them trying to make everything child friendly. I don't mind that, but make that child friendly across the board. Make everybody suffer the same consequences. Don't give the big YouTubers, a break to cuss and, say any kind of words that they want to say on their channel. But as soon as we say something, it's automatically demonetized. I mean, I can't say not one curse word. If I say any curse words, my video automatically goes to yellow. I'm normally not a cursor. I don't just curse, just to be cursing. Like, I don't just use curse words just to use them. Like, sometimes I might use a curse word to make a point or something, but I really try not to just curse just to be cursing. But, I mean, I know other people do. Yes, they have fishnets at the dollar store, and the fishnets look like skulls. They're really cute. I know they're not gonna come over my big old buttocks, but they are really cute. So, actor Kevin Hart was in a car accident, I guess at 1 o'clock in the morning, and he suffered some looks like severe back injuries. So let's read one. I'm gonna read one of the articles, and this is from Entertainment News. Um, oh, this is just saying that Dwayne Johnson and some of the other celebrities have shared their support and well wishes for Kevin Hart after the comedian sustained injuries in a car crash on Sunday. Hart was hospitalized after sustaining major back injuries following a car accident in Malibu Hills, California. He was a passenger in a 1970 Plymouth Barracuda when the driver lost control of the vehicle and veered into an embankment. The driver also suffered major injuries while a third passenger was not hurt. Hart is set to appear in Jumanji The Next Level, which is a movie later this year, as well as another movie called 2020 Drama, as well as the 2020 drama film Fatherhood. So yeah, it looks like Kevin Hart was really hurt, and he had to have surgery after the car crash. And some people are saying that it happened on Mulholland Drive. Mulholland Drive is one of those places in Los Angeles that you don't want to play with during the day. So 1 o'clock in the morning is just like the wrong time to be out there riding around Mulholland Drive in a 1970s vehicle that we know in 1970 they did not have airbags or anything. I have no idea what a Barracuda is. I mean, I kind of looked at it. It just looked like a big muscle car or something. But in the 70s, the safety features and all of that, they didn't have those back then. And when they restore these muscle cars, they restore them back to what they were back then. Like they don't restore them and then add airbags and stuff to them because, that takes away from what they look like back in the day. So I can't even imagine going over an embankment in a car like that. Probably the only thing that saved them is back then the cars were not made out of fiberglass or whatever they making these plastic, whatever they making these cars out of now. That's probably what saved them. Is the car was made out of some real steel and stuff, metal, real stuff back then. That's probably part of what saved them. And I'm like, Kevin Hart, what is going on with you? You a married man. 1 o'clock in the morning, you should be at home with your wife. Why you out with some other people riding around Mulholland Drive at 1 o'clock in the morning? Why? And I'm not victim shaming. I'm just saying, come on, dude, slow down. This your wake up call. We only get one. We only get one. We only get one serious wake up call. This is yours. This is yours. So I think Kevin Hart better slow down a little bit. And I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but I think he better pump his brakes. This should definitely be his pump your brakes moment. Pump your brakes, Kevin Hart. Pump your brakes. Because from what I saw the car. It looked horrible. That could have been it for him. I mean, it was bad. Hey, Essie. Yeah, I don't think he's paralyzed though, because the last report that I saw said that he had had surgery and he was going to make a full recovery. I don't know. I mean, from the looks of the accident, it would look like he could have been paralyzed. But I heard one of the articles that I read said that Kevin's manager removed him from the scene. That Kevin was transported because he wasn't far from home. They took him home and he went to the hospital from his house. I don't know if that's true, but that is one of the articles that I read on uh, Instagram. He didn't even stay until the uh, the paramedics didn't take him to the hospital. Yeah, and left the other people. But they're saying the drugs and alcohol was not a factor. To me, that would be the only reason why you would leave the scene. Why would he leave the scene if he wasn't if nobody was drunk or high? Why would you leave? That's kind of weird. So I don't know. We will see. We definitely will see. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I could never. I couldn't leave my friends. And 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 to be hurt to the point where you have to have surgery the next day, you hurt. If they had to do surgery on you, you hurt. You wasn't just a little bit hurt. You was hurt. Do he not know that his back was injured? He could be paralyzed. Allowing someone to move you from an accident scene that is not trained to move you, he could have broke his back. You never let nobody move you like a friend or family member or somebody move you from an accident scene. You allow the paramedics who are trained how to mobilize your neck and back and keep you from being injured further. Those are the people that are supposed to move you. You don't move yourself. Yeah, I didn't get that. I did not understand that. But hey, if he sure did have to he sure did have to that sure was strange. I was talking to I don't understand some people. I really don't. I was talking to somebody on Facebook, right? And as she was at the concert in Concord, I guess they had like a old school type concert in Concord yesterday. And she said that that people were smoking weed because it was an outdoor concert. So she said that people was smoking weed and the weed was stinking. Weed stinks. I mean, I know she's older, like in her 60s, but don't you know that weed stink? There's no pretty smelling weed. And she's saying, well, if they had bought it from the dispensary, it shouldn't stink. Weed stinks no matter where you buy it from. The dispensary got all different strains, all different types of weed. Weed stink. It ain't no weed don't smell like potpourri. It stinks. You smoking weed, it stinks. And most people are not into vaping. They don't understand that you can vape and it won't be as loud as, you know, paper smoking weed. But a lot of people in my age group, they not on vaping. So they still rolling weed with paper and smoking it. So it stinks. And you can't tell old I have noticed you can't tell old people nothing because they feel like they know it all. Oh, well, I know good weed when I smell it. Only the bad weeds stink. No, girl, all weeds stink. Dispensary weed stink, your backyard weed, all weed. And yeah, there's different type of weed, skunk weed, bama weed, loud, all that kind of stuff. But it all has a very distinct smell. That's like a little skunk and a big skunk. They both stink. Once they piss, they stink. A brown skunk, a black and white skunk, because I think they do have brown. Some little lighter skunks. A skunk is a skunk. When he pee, it's gonna stink. When you fire up the weed, you gonna smell it. The only time it ain't gonna be as loud is if you vaping. But you still smell that. My son came over here today and wanted me to try the his because he got the new stizzy, the bigger one. And he wanted me to try it. And I was like, oh, well, what you smoking? Because I know he, vapes the weed. I say the weed, like, that's a thing. The weed. And so I was like, well, what you got? Because I knew it was Stizzy, a Stizzy brand. And Stizzy got these, weird names for their weed. And so he was like, oh, this the granddaddy something. And I was like, see, granddaddy weed. But see, they don't even understand that. These old people probably don't even know what vaping is. Girl, you can't tell me nothing. If you don't go sit down somewhere, stop going to concerts. We in California. Weed is legal here. So everywhere you go that's out in public, they gonna be smoking the weed here in California. Actually, it's gonna be everywhere. They gonna be smoking the weed everywhere where it's legal. So if you sensitive to the weed, Then don't go to places where they smoking weed. Don't forget September, and I am going to be doing a video about that. Um, Here go my sickle cell picture for Facebook. I am going to be doing a video about sickle cell awareness, so I don't want to talk about it here. But I want y'all to watch this video. Watch this, and then we're gonna talk about it. Let me turn the sound back on.
Say, man. Say, hey. Hey, bro. Hey, bro, look at me.
So this is a little boy that his mom had taken him to the barber shop to get his hair cut, and apparently he didn't want to. He must have been acting bad, and so that was part of the punishment, was to get his hair cut.
I got one too.
So she was asking for a belt because he didn't want to get in the chair.
That boy said he was get his ass
But look at him.
That boy say, go
And look, check out the men at the barber shop. Don't go to no black barber shop full of black men and you acting a fool. Because they always going to take the side of the mama.
Yo, bro, come on have a seat. Come on have a seat. Come on over and have a seat, man. Cause we will help. You love this help. Hey, man. Hey, man. Ain't no problem.
They just laughing at him.
Come on, take it like a man. Come on, man. If you go out that door, we gonna come help him.
Take this haircut like a man. Look at him.
So you gonna get a whooping and a haircut. That don't make no sense, man. Come on, get your haircut.
Oh, I would have been so mad at him if my son had did this at the barber shop. I'd have been so mad.
Come on, sit down.
Boy, if you don't get in that chair and sit down,
Time is up now.
either I would have snatched him and put him in that chair or we went home. Because you're not just going to embarrass me like this in front of all these people.
Get your ass out the way, Lee.
You going to get this haircut. Mama ain't playing. You going to get this haircut. Look at this child. Oh, Rich Lux, I love you too. You know I still love you. Clock at the house. Rich Lux, come through. The little boy said, I'm going to kill myself behind a haircut with all them black men in that barbershop. Where's his daddy? Rich Lux, you know I love you. I talked about you, and I'm still going to talk about you, boo boo. Clock at the house. I'm still going to talk about you, and I still watch you. I watched your video today. I'm still going to talk about you when I feel like it, but I love you, boo boo. That's the thing. I don't, I'm not going to bite my tongue. I don't care who it is. Okay? I don't bite. That's one thing about me. I don't bite my tongue. If I see something, I'm a straight shooter. I didn't like, what you was doing, so I called you out. You call people out, so I called you out. You ain't too big to get called out, but I still like you. I've been watching you for a long time. And the only reason why I call people out is because I want the best for you. I've always said I want all of us to win. And you are one person that I have been watching for a long time, and I want you to win. I don't want you to get caught up with people that are going to pull you down to their level. It's something special about you, and I want you to win. And you can't win playing dirty. Okay? So tell them that that lady over there that be doing the plants and the hoodoo, she said I can't win playing dirty. And I mean that. I really do. I laugh and joke, but you can't win playing dirty, sweetheart. And I want you to win. I really do. Now back to this little young man. This little young man screamed out, "I'm going to kill myself," from getting his hair cut. Now the comments under that video were atrocious. Atrocious. And when I see a child act the way he did, either that boy is autistic, he is probably on the higher functioning spectrum of autism, or he has some type of learning disability or something. Because kids, boys his age, don't cry at the barbershop. Because, teenage boys, when they go to the barbershop, they trying to be grown. They're not going to be up in the barbershop crying over no haircut. Something was going on with that child. And one thing that I don't understand that adults, most adults, don't understand that kids can be mentally ill. Kids can have problems. There are certain behaviors that children have that are not normal. That's one of them. We're not going to be screaming and hollering and talking about I'm going to kill myself because I'm getting my hair cut. And then I was a little upset because the men in the barbershop were laughing. But I know that we as people don't know how to handle, for one thing, we don't know how to handle children. When children act out in a way that is not normal, and I put the air quotes, not normal, because there are no normal children. But when they act out in a way that we don't think is normal, we either want to beat them up, whoop them, or talk about them because we don't know what else to do. We don't know how to handle that. We don't know what this boy is going through, why he acted the way he did, because there had to be a reason for that. Because kids don't act like that. They don't. I have worked with a whole lot of kids who had all types of problems. That's a classic child that something is going on. Something ain't right. He not gonna be at the barbershop screaming like that. Talking about I'm gonna kill myself. He is just not gonna happen. Mr. D just joined and felt this message. Okay, sweetie. And sweetheart, sweetheart, Gizmo. Oh Lord, somebody come in the gate, y'all. Ignore him. Gizmo, that's enough. That ain't gonna help. He gonna keep on barking. Antoine said my feelings are mixed on that, but to be honest, the boy shouldn't be acting that dramatic. But the mom shouldn't have embarrassed him in front of those men. Okay, yeah, I don't think that a haircut should be punishment, but it seems like that was already, you know, it looks like she had already told him, if you don't do what I say do, we gonna cut this hair. And I did my kids like that too. You gonna cut that hair. If I want, I went through a phase where I wanted my kids to look a certain way. No, you gonna cut this hair. We gonna go to the barber shop and we gonna get this haircut. I mean, but my kids never fell out because they knew, okay, we gonna cut this hair. She's gonna cut my hair. It don't even make no sense for me to argue with her. I never believed that stuff like that should be used as punishment. But if your parent tells you that something is going to happen, it's going to happen. Sit down, take that haircut, and deal with the consequences later. That's part of being a child. Is being obedient. Sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do. I've had to do many a times and did them with my mouth shut. You know why? Because I didn't want my mom to pop me in my mouth because she would. It was very rare that my mother had to hit me because I knew she would do it. And I didn't want her to. Y'all kids, this new generation of young people and kids, y'all on something new. Especially with that teacher. Don't tell my child no. Oh, I don't want my baby to hear the word no. What? That's why these kids acting like this. They don't have no boundaries. They're not getting what they're supposed to be getting at home. I'm one of them old school mamas. I'm gonna only tell you a couple of times to sit your butt down and be quiet or whatever it is, or we gonna have a problem. And all my grandkids know that. If Granny say sit down, if Granny say turn that TV off, whatever Granny say, Granny mean that. Turn that TV off, Granny mad. I'm going to my room. My granddaughter, she know when she done did enough, she be like, up, I'm going to my room. Because I done pissed you off. Let me go let you cool down. You ain't going to keep pushing. No, you're not. Mm-mm. My mama didn't play that. My mama was old school. She ran a tight ship. And you know what? I appreciate her for that. Because I am a very respectful person. I'm 55 years old and never been to jail. The only time I've been to jail was to visit somebody else. I've never been arrested. And the only thing that I ever got was a speeding ticket and a parking ticket. And the speeding ticket was my fault. I was speeding. But I ain't never been in jail. I ain't never disrespected a police officer or a person of authority. And you know what? I've never had a police officer disrespect me. Never. One night, I'm going to tell y'all this story. One night, my son and his friend were in my son's friend's car and they were coming home. And my son called me and said, Mama, the police chasing us. And I'm like, what? Years old at the time. And I said, where are you guys? And they were like, we pulling up in the driveway right now. But the police is right behind us. And I was like, oh my God. So I jumped up out the bed. I had on a gown and everything. I jumped up out the bed, put on my flip flops, and ran outside. Okay? I ran outside, not knowing what, to expect. The two police cars behind my son and the young man. And all I'm screaming is, they are kids. These are kids. They're kids. They're only 18 years old. These are kids. And I'm telling them, stay in the car. Don't get out the car. Stay in the car. Stay in the car. So the police, one of them, which I still thank God to this day, was the sergeant. He got out of his police car. He told the other police officers to deal with my son and the boy in the car, and he came over to me. And he was so calm. He said, ma'am, is one of those are those your boys? I said, no, one of them is, the other one is his friend. He said, okay, I know that you're upset. He said, but I need you to go back in the house. Okay? Nothing is going to happen to your boys. We had a call that something happened and they fit the description. Let us, get their license and all of that kind of stuff. He said, I am the supervisor, I am the sergeant, I have this situation under control. Nothing is going to happen. He said, please go back in the house. And it was his tone that, reassured me. I was able to come back in the house. I called my boyfriend and I was like, oh my God, they got, my son and his friend out in front of the house, the police out there. And he was like, okay, what happened? And I was telling him. And before I could finish the story, they were coming up on the porch. And the police officer just, told me that there was a robbery in this area and they were out looking and they saw, you know, this car that matched the description. And the boys did not pull over. When they blurted them, they didn't pull over. They were a block away from the house. They just kept going. And so when they kept going, the other police officer called for backup. And he wasn't far. And so he made it. That's why it was two police cars at the time when they pulled up in the driveway. So, he told my son and the young man that was driving, look, this could have ended bad. It could have ended bad for all of you guys. Your mom, you stressing your mom out. She, she running outside, about to have a heart attack. If the police pulls you over, if you get blurped, you have to pull over. I understand, and he was like, I know y'all young and you was a block away from the home and you felt more safe, going home, but we didn't know what we was running up on. As a matter of fact, I was calling for more people, more backup. You pulling up in your driveway, we didn't know if you was calling for people to come out and, shoot at us or whatever. When all of this, the police officer was, telling my boys, well, telling my son and his friend, all of this. And, he said, the next time, just pull over. Just pull over. You both of y'all had driver's license. Both of you had ID. You both had driver's license and everything. Just pull over and show your driver's license, show who you are, and let the situation go. Okay. I've never been in a altercation with the police. Okay. My mama whooped me, not beat me, but I got whoopings. I did. I got whoopings. I got put on punishment. My mama was notorious for taking the TV out of my room. Notorious for taking my TV. And not only would she take my TV, but she would be like, and don't touch that TV in the living room. If you touch the TV, I'ma know it. Like if she was at work or whatever, and I was on punishment, I couldn't watch TV. My mother would be like, "Yeah, when I come home, I'm gonna touch the back of the TV, and if it's hot, I'ma know that." Cause that was when we had them big fat TVs that had the big booties on the back. Some of y'all don't know nothing about that. But yeah, my mom would be like, yeah, the TV gonna be hot in the back if you didn't turn the TV on after I told you not to. But if my mama told me not to do something, I wouldn't do it because I was just that kid that thought the walls would snitch on me. Plus, I didn't like making my mother mad. I just didn't. I was just that, you know, really sweet kid that didn't want to irritate my mom. I didn't want to make my mom mad. I didn't like it when she was angry at me or whatever. Unlike the two kids that I birthed into this world, they don't care. They never did. They would be in their room flipping over the bed, doing backflips and handstands in their bedroom. My son shot his own TV with a BB gun. That's the kind of stuff my kids did. They didn't care about making me mad. She mad? Oh well. She she just mad. She always mad anyway. But I told him, I said, see, that's what I get for having two kids. I was only child. It was only so much stuff I could get into. No, that young man don't have no clear understanding of no divine talking about he gonna kill himself. If he understood the divine, that would be the last thing that came out of his mouth is that he was gonna kill himself. So nah, we not even gonna go there. Something else was going on with that child. That child was that's not normal behavior. And he don't even look like the type of conscious kid or the kid that would come from that type of family that would be up on that my hair is, my crown and glory. His mom didn't even look like that. So if you're not getting that at home, you're not gonna be that type of child. And if that was the type of life that they was living, cutting his hair would be the last thing that the mama would do. So now I ain't buying that one. Mm-mm. Something else was going on there. Yeah, my mama didn't have a problem making them butt cheeks hot. She sure didn't. And I appreciate her for it. I sure do. Because I ain't never been in no trouble. Because I used to think back on them whoopings and be like, nah, I ain't about to do that. When my friends was in high school smoking weed and, well, they wasn't really smoking weed. When I was in high school in the 80s, only the real bad kids smoked weed. Like the normal kids, they wasn't smoking weed. They may have been smoking cigarettes, but they wasn't really smoking weed. It was very rare that somebody got caught at my school, the school that I went to, for smoking weed. And it was mostly boys. It wasn't really girls doing that. Now, girls would be in the bathroom smoking cigarettes, but weed, no. But I wasn't smoking no cigarettes in high school. I wasn't doing anything because I just didn't. I always thought I would get caught some kind of way. My mama would find out, and plus I was a church girl, and my mama couldn't keep her mouth shut. When I did stuff, she would tell all of her little friends, and my mama had a clique. They called them the Golden Girls at my church. It was a clique of them. Everybody knew everything that was going on. Okay? And I ain't want them old people in my business like that. I ain't want them old people side eyeing me, talking about, oh, you done went to high school and you smoking the weed. I heard you was in the bathroom. You got caught in the bathroom smoking the weed with the rest of them bad kids. You gonna mess around and be on San Pablo then turned into a prostitute because you out there smoking the weed. You better not be smoking that. You know the Lord don't want you smoking that weed, baby. Don't you be out there at that schoolhouse. I told your mama not to let you go to that school in the ghetto, all them bad weed smoking kids. I didn't want to deal with them old people. I didn't. So I didn't do that. I wasn't hanging around the weed smoking kids. I ain't had no weed smoking friends. No. No, because my mama ain't had no problems whooping. She did. She would whoop me. She would whoop me. And then this was the type of person that my mama was. The whole time she whooping you, she telling you why she whooping you. I already know why you whooping me. You don't have to keep telling me. Just get this whooping over with. I don't need all that talking and stuff. My mother, God, dog. You did something, she was gonna tell you about it for at least an hour. I would be like, you know what? Whoop me so I can go to sleep. Just whoop me so you can hush. Cause I'm so tired of hearing your mouth right now. Whoop me. Please. Whoop me. Cause Lucille would, honey, you would think that the conversation would be over. She's standing in the door of your bedroom just going off and blah blah this. And that's not how I raised you. And she would turn around and walk away. You think the conversation is over, she gonna come right back. Wait a minute, let me tell you one more thing. And you gotta sit there the whole time. You can't breathe, because if you breathe or you sigh or you pop your mouth or you roll your eyes or anything, that's grounds for more and a whooping. So you just sitting there holding your breath the whole time. And it would be just like this because I wore glasses when I was a kid. So I would be like, the whole time she talking. Because I didn't want to make it seem like I rolled my eyes or I popped my mouth or, twitched or, did anything. So I didn't make you know, no sudden movements, not just. Because I just please get it over with. Please. So I can just go to sleep. I swear to God. Just whoop me so I can go to sleep. And my mother will whoop me. And then she would come and wake me up and be like, "You hungry, baby? Baby, you want something to eat?" "No, I don't want your food." Shoot. You didn't just beat the brakes off of me and then gonna ask me if I'm hungry? No, I want to die. Then you got to get up and eat. Because if you don't get up and eat, is she gonna have a problem behind? "Oh, you ain't hungry? You don't want nothing to eat? You ain't hungry?" You just get up and eat, even if you're not hungry. Who is hungry after they get their butt whooped? Who? You just get up and eat. And then you thinking, okay, well, we cool. You get up and you go wash your face and stuff and you go eat. And I'm thinking, okay, well, we straight. She woke me up and, she fixed me something to eat. And then she gonna say, "Yeah, and after you eat, go take your bath and go back to bed." All right, then. Okay. And then you get up the next morning. "Hey, baby, I made you some breakfast. Come on and eat." Oh, honey, I love my mama too. I to this day still love her. And my mama been gone since 2011. But honey, and I do. I appreciate it because every whooping that my mama gave me, I deserved it. Because it was behind me not listening. You know what I mean? Not do what your parents say do. And then you not gonna be having no problems with them. They the adult. You ain't no adult. If you was the adult, you had your own place. You in somebody else's place. You gotta do what they say do. You get grown, you can do your own thing. But when you living up under mama and daddy's roof, you gotta do what mama and daddy say do. Or find you someplace else to go. That's my thing. You can't live with somebody else and then be doing what you want to do. It don't work like that. It sure don't. Rest in peace, Gloria Wilson. We call our ancestors by their names. Rest in peace, Lucille Williams. We call them by their names. We speak their names so that their names on this plane is never forgotten. When you set up your ancestor altar, you call your ancestors out by name so that their names are still floating around in this atmosphere so that they're never forgotten. My ancestors will never be forgotten. Especially my mama, because me and my mama was thick as thieves. My dad passed away. I don't remember him. He passed away when I was 5. So I don't, I don't have enough memories about him. I know that he loved me, but, I don't have those memories like of my mother. My mom didn't pass away until I was in my 40s. No. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 40s. So we had, you know, eons together. And this ain't even my birth mother. She adopted me. This wasn't even my birth mother. But the impact that she had on my life is life lasting. When I leave here, when I transition this plane, I'm be looking for her. I'm be in heaven. Where Lucille? Where Lucille at? Tell her I'm here. Somebody go get my mama. She gonna be right there at the gate. There go my baby. There she is. You still fat. Girl, you ain't lose no weight. I know that my mama be coming down every now and then just to check on me. She like, that girl still fat. She still ain't lost that weight. I know she do. She come down just to look and see, have I lost weight? Because my mother is the only person that could say something about my weight, and I knew, you know, she was the only person that could call me fat for one and not get cussed out. You know what I mean? She's the only person that could, give me little jabs about my weight. And I know it was out of love, but she really meant that. She did not, she didn't want me to be overweight because that being overweight is not healthy for one. And of course she didn't want that. So yeah, I know my mama be peeking in there now. No, she's still fat. Let me go on back. I come back in about 6 months to see if she Jesus, let me go on down there and see the shine, cause she called me Shine. Let me go see the shine lose any weight, okay? I'll be back. Go on down there and check on your daughter. She come down here peek in. No, she's still fat. Let me go on back. That's my mama. Okay? She gonna come and check to see that I lose weight. She see I didn't. She gone on back. But see, you know what? One day she gonna come down here and I don't be skinny. She gonna be like, look at my baby. She lost all that weight. I know my mother is tripping because I cut my hair. Because before she passed away, my hair was probably mid back. It was probably still longer than what it is now. Maybe just a little bit longer. And my mother just, she was like, "Ooh, that girl got some hair on her head." She at first when I told her that I was getting dreads, she was so upset because she's a Christian and she just had those old fashioned thoughts that dreads were nasty and people with dreads didn't wash their hair and all of that kind of stuff that a lot of older people believe. So, when I got my dreads and they started growing, and my mom just, she really liked them. So I know when I cut my hair, she like, that girl didn't cut her hair. Jesus! She didn't cut her hair. She's still cute though. My baby's still cute. Yeah, she was. Lucille was a sweet person. If I can be half the mother that she was, but my kids are totally different though. God, you know they don't tell you that boys are just a different breed of animal than girls. They are. My boys love me. I know that they love me, but they're just different. They're just different than I am. Yeah, if I can be half the mother and grandmother that she was, um, it'll be great. And my grandson, poor baby, uh, we think he broke his arm. We're not sure. He has to have another X-ray done um, tomorrow. So his arm is wrapped up from the wrist all the way up here. Like they, it's not set, but the wrapping is really rigid. So I went to check on him yesterday. And when your grandkids, it's just something special when your grandkids see you and they just, Granny, that's that is so special to me. So special. Because that's not your child. That's my son. And well, they're not together anymore, but his mama's baby. But just the love that my grandkids have for me, the love and care that they show me is just so important to me. So important. You know, I may not be living in a big house and, driving an expensive car, but I have people that, I got kids and I got six little people that call me granny, grandma, granny ma, any variation of that. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. I don't care what you have. You can't beat that. That is so important to me. It's priceless. It is. It is priceless. I'm praying that that arm is not broken. I really am. I'm praying that it is just a sprain because they said they think they see something on the x-ray, but they're not really sure. They say it just looks like a chip and it's in a weird place. So they want to look at it again with another x-ray that they only have at Children's Hospital. So tomorrow, I think he's going to go to Children's and they are going to look at it and see if it's broken. But he's in good spirits. I mean, he is a serious boy. You know what I mean? He's still moving and it's his right arm and he a lefty, which is good. So he's still out here doing everything. He was still playing video games and playing with his cards and, helping with the dog and everything. It ain't slowed him down not one bit. I'd have been crying and having a heart attack because y'all know I was still tripping all weekend. I only got one antibiotic left. I am really turning into a drama queen in my old age. Like everything now irritates me. Taking these antibiotics. So the doctor told me that these antibiotics make you sun sensitive, and I was like, oh, they told me that before, and I ain't no problems. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Okay, we went to the movies Saturday, and it was 96 degrees out there. it felt like the sun was digging into my skin, and my the flesh was burning off. It was so bad. And then yesterday, it wasn't even that hot. It was warm. It wasn't like night in the 90s because we were here. We were home yesterday. But we were out because we had, went and checked on my grandson and stuff. And I was just so drained. It was like the heat was draining me. I just didn't feel like I had any energy yesterday. And then I get over there, and this boy got his whole arm wrapped up. And he just running around just as happy. And I'm like, why I can't be like that? Huh? I feel like my whole world is coming to an end behind some antibiotics. And this child may have a whole broken arm. And he running around here just having a good old time. He don't care. But I can't be like that. I'm just, oh no, Lord, I've been feeling so bad. Oh, Yardy, my husband said that we gonna do the game thing. Um, he was looking at it yesterday. Oh, okay. So while we're here, where am I? Y'all know I said I was going to pick a subscriber every month for the monthly subscriber giveaway. So the month of September, this is Antoine Lewis King is the winner of the monthly September giveaway. Yay! Are y'all clapping? I need y'all to clap, okay? Antoine, I need you to email me your address if you have a post office box or address. Um, I will be sending you a box with whatever I want to send you in it. Okay? Um, Other boxes have had, all type of stuff. It don't have to be spiritual stuff. It can be spiritual stuff. I mean, if you want to request spiritual stuff, you have to let me know that if you only want spiritual stuff, you can let me know and it'll be spiritual stuff. But there will be like a card in there, personalized from me and some other stuff. So you are the winner. You are the September subscriber of the month. Yay! I want to do this every month because I want all of my subscribers to eventually, all of the subscribers that really participate to eventually have something personal from me. Even if it's nothing but a letter, a card, or something. I want you guys to, have something from me because you come here every day. You know, you take time out of your schedule to spend time with me. I'm sitting on my couch. I'm at my house. Okay. And I don't really do a whole bunch. I'm not gonna be out here doing backflips and all that kind of stuff. I ain't gonna do it. You gonna watch me sitting on my couch, drinking my water, drinking my tea, or whatever, talking about my plants, or shooting the breeze with y'all. And I really, really appreciate that because you could be someplace else. You could be doing anything. So yes, you won, sweetie. So send me an email. Oh, Yardy, I'm really glad you like it. I'm really glad you like that. Tina said I went to get tea. What did I miss? You missed the September subscriber of the month. I gave it to Antoine Lewis King because he's been very participatory. Is that a word? Probably not. He's been participating. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. Um, I've been doing it. I've been reading. Okay, I'm really serious about getting my license because I really want a car. And my son, my son is a mechanic. So he is like, oh yeah, when you get ready to get a car, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna look at everything because yesterday he just bought Acura, a little Acura for his commute car because he's got a nice commute. His commute is the same as my husband's. Like, we live in Oakland and my husband works in San Pablo. My son lives in San Pablo and works in Fremont, I think. I think he worked San Leandro. So they got just about the same commute in opposite directions. So yeah, he needed a different car because he said that because he has a BMW and he said that BMW, that gas was killing him. So he bought him a little Acura that's supposed to be a little better on gas, a little gas saving car. So we drinking water. It had some ice in it, but it melted. It's still kind of warm, y'all. It I have noticed for the past couple of nights the fog has been rolling in. So the newscaster did say that the heat is going to be leaving. The bay fog is rolling back in. That means that the temperatures will start to get a little bit lower here, probably in the 70s and high 60s. So we are still praying for the people in the path of the hurricane. Oh, and there was an accident here in California. I think it was in Santa Cruz uh, area, a boating accident where the boat, I guess, exploded and there were 30 some odd people, not including the staff, on. So it must have been a yacht. I don't want to say boat. It had to have been a yacht. And everybody was down below sleep when the thing blew up. And some of the staff, the yacht staff, were able to get off the boat, but a lot of people, the people that were asleep, are missing. I think they said 35 people are missing, and I think they have recovered. The last time I heard, they said they've recovered 5 bodies. So we are asking that, Yemaya releases those bodies to the family so that they can, have closure. Because it's nothing worse than, something happening to a family member and, their bodies are missing. They're not able to um, retrieve the bodies for whatever reason. I remember my mom's friend lost her twins in some type of accident. I don't know how this happened. It was somewhere near the Bay Bridge. But anyway, they went into the water. They were together. Twin boys. They were teenagers, like I think 17 or 18 years old. I was a young kid at the time. And one of them, they found one of them the night that it happened. And the other one, they didn't find him for like a week or so. And she didn't want to have, the funeral without the brother. And it was such a difficult time for that family. Just, Everybody, I can remember people just praying that, that they found his body so that, his mother could have closure. That was her only two kids, set of twins, very handsome young men. And I actually went to the funeral. They did find the other brother, and his casket was closed. Big, nice picture. And then the other young man, his casket was open. They were identical twins. And it's just sad. Like when things like that happen, you want to pray that, their bodies will be released, that, that they'll be found so that the family can have closure. You can't have closure when the relative's body is not found. It's just hard for the family to have closure in those type of situations. So we are praying for, we are just saying a prayer for the people in the wake of that tornado, and then for these families that are going through this, because this is a horrendous tragedy. 35 people? What time is it? Oh, it's only 9 o'clock. 35 people on a boat, and they've only recovered 5 bodies? That's horrendous. That is horrendous. It's so sad. Did y'all see that Malik Yoba situation? So Malik Yoba is saying that he likes trans women. So basically, well, he said he's attracted to trans women. And so, of course, straight men, he said as a cisgendered man. So, in that statement, he is saying that he is a straight man because he said he's a cisgendered man. He didn't say as a bisexual man or as a homosexual man. He said as a cisgendered man because I read the article. He is attracted to trans women. So, of course, he is getting some backlash, especially from straight men, because they're trying to figure out, like, how's a straight man attracted to trans women if you're not gay or something. And my thing is, I don't care who you're attracted to. I don't understand why people have to come out and say who they're attracted to. Like, why? Why is it people's business? Like, why do you have to come out and say some stuff like that? If you're attracted to trans people, if you don't have some type of agenda for that, because then he came out and said, "Oh yeah, I'll be at the trans march, and I'm going to be doing a workshop." And I said, "Oh, okay. So you're trying to get some attention because you're trying to do a workshop, and you want people to come to this workshop and pay you, so because you're the speaker." So to me, it's not like you really attracted to trans women, unless you are gay and you just don't want to come out and say that. But you just trying to make some money. Cause when I look at stuff like that, I'm just like, you trying to get some attention. Because whose business is it who you're attracted to? Why do we have to make it other people's business who we're attracted to? Why? And why do people care? You know what I mean? Like, why do people care who you're attracted to or what you do in the privacy of your own home? Who you or who you like, we live in a world now where people don't know how to, ain't nothing sacred. You know what I mean? Like, we share too much. We overshare. This is the generation of oversharing. I was looking at this video today with this couple that I watch every now and then on YouTube, but their channel is kind of just turning into we married and got new babies, how to deal with new babies, and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just not really into that. But they made a video today, and the title of the video was like how kids mess up your marriage or mess up your relationship. And they were saying stuff like, "Oh my God, it's so difficult to get up and breastfeed the baby." Now, both of the parents work from home. They don't leave the house. They work from home. The mother and the father. And they were talking about how it's so difficult to get up and breastfeed the baby, and we got to put the baby back to sleep, and then we got a 2 year old, and she's in her terrible twos. I'm like, I had two kids, and I worked a 9 to 5 job at first with no car. I got up in the morning and caught the bus to work, took them to the daycare, went to work, got off work, picked them up from the daycare, went home, fixed dinner, did homework, put them in the bath, spent 5 or 10 minutes getting myself together, take myself to bed, get up in the morning, wash, rinse, repeat. You at home all day with your husband and y'all stressed out. Some things I think y'all should keep to yourself. I really do. Just don't even say nothing. Girl, this a long night. We gonna stay here till my husband come home from work. Y'all gonna keep me company until my husband come home from work at 10 o'clock. Okay? No, I'm gonna get off here in a minute. I can't stay on here till no 10 o'clock because my nose is getting stopped up. The weather is changing, and it seems like I don't know. I can't come down with a cold on antibiotics, can I? I don't know. Who knows? Oh, let's read out of Inclusion Starts with I. 8 Steps to Inclusion, the Personal Journey. And I like to just go to a book and just open it up and read it. It says, if we are to love our neighbors as ourselves, we must accept people as they are and not demand that they conform to our own image. That's crazy because that is so similar to what we were talking about. It says, what if we could advocate for our own ideals while at the same time valuing others who do not share our beliefs? Malik Oba, just do what you want to do, sweetheart. No one cares if you like trans women. No one cares if you're gay, straight, tie dye, purple, pink, green, whatever. Leave people alone. Let people live. If somebody wants to be, in love with a rock, let them love that rock. You know what I mean? Who am I to tell you that you can't love a rock? Who am I? Because who is to say that your rock loving is not right? Just because I love a man, who says that we have to only love our own species? Who made up the rules? Love what you want to love as long as it's not hurting somebody. Now, if it's hurting a child or pedophilia or molestation or rape and all that kind of stuff, yeah, we know that's wrong because you're hurting somebody. But if you're not hurting anybody, do you? If you want to love a rock, go right on ahead and love it. I saw this I saw this My Strange Addiction. The dude was in love with his car, okay? And he would have sex with the car, like go outside and be humping on the car and stuff because he was in love with the car. He was in love with his car. He wanted to marry the car. He ain't hurt nobody. You know what I mean? He wasn't hurting anybody. I've seen. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this. This picture. Let's see. Where is it? I don't think it's in here. I think it's on this. Oh, here it is. This is a fully functioning sex doll. So when I say fully functioning, I mean she has parts up under her clothes that you can have, a man can have sex with her. I think he said she weighs like 100 pounds. She is, made out of silicone or whatever. So her breasts feel like breasts. She has a vaginal canal that can be used and cleaned out and everything. He can change her clothes. He can change her wigs, her hair color. I think he can change the color of her eyes. He can put lipstick on her and stuff. So the guy is, she is owned by a photographer. These pictures were taken somewhere, I think, close to Half Moon Bay or something, somewhere here in the Bay Area. And he takes her around to certain places and takes pictures of her. And of course, that gives her exposure for the company. And you can order a doll however, they can make her however you want. Like if you are attracted to a heavier woman, they can make her bigger, they can make her black, Caucasian, Asian features, whatever you want, they can make that for you. And I think he said they start at like $3,000 or $4,000, something like that. But yeah, they trying to get these dolls to replace women because some men really don't have interpersonal and communication skills to want to deal with a woman. They would rather deal with a doll. I saw another episode of My Strange Addiction, and this dude had been living with a doll for a while. He didn't want a regular girlfriend. The doll was his girlfriend. He would dress her, put her in the bed, bring her to the kitchen table, talk to her in the morning. When he would go to work, he would, put her on the couch and go to work and, come home and be like, I can't wait to get home. I forgot what the doll's name was. I can't wait to get home to, Susie. And he would put her in the bed and talk to her at night like he was talking to a real person. And I'm like, if you can put all of that energy into a doll, dressing and picking her up and carrying her around the house and all of that kind of stuff, you can put that energy into a real person. But he don't want to. He don't want to deal with real people. He want to deal with dolls. Yes, they are expensive. They're not cheap. Yeah, they have the men ones too. But I need somebody that can talk back to me. Because I need somebody that I can bounce ideas off of. I get mad at my husband when he ignore me, and he know that he only do it just to irritate me. Like I need you to be talking to me. I want to talk to you. I'm gonna talk you to death if I'm in one of them kind of moods. I would talk my husband to sleep. Okay? But I like to talk. He likes to talk too, though. That's one of the good things about us. We both like to talk. We like to read. We like to communicate with each other. So I couldn't be with a dog because it ain't gonna say nothing. I need you to talk to me. Talk back. If I talk to you, I want you to talk to me. Like I want to sit down and we watch TV together. I want us to be able to laugh. We just sitting there and they like, did you see that? Did anybody see that Dave Chappelle um, special on Netflix? I think it's called Sticks and Stones. Y'all need to go watch that because Dave Chappelle done made some folks mad. Y'all know Dave Chappelle don't care, right? He don't just say what he want to say. Dave Chappelle done made enough money that he don't care at this point. I don't even give a damn. I'm gonna say what I want to say. I mean, and some of the stuff he was saying was kind of like, ooh, you know, about abortion because we all have our differences of opinion when it comes to abortion and stuff. Like his jokes be kind of like, ooh, y'all need to go watch that. It was interesting. Dave Chappelle is an interesting guy, very interesting. And see, I love dolls. I love dolls, but that's too much for me. I I don't want to roll over and it's something hard. Well, they're not hard. Well, some of them are. Depends on what they're made out of. The more expensive ones are supposed to feel, better. Like one, he was showing like the fingers were flexible and everything, but I'm good. Yeah, she looks super real. I forgot what they're called, but my husband, he knows. But it's because they ain't called sex dolls. Like they have a name. I'm like, ugh, I don't know. That ain't for me. That's not for me. But you know what? I would rather a man own something like that and take his sexual energy out on that doll than to be out here raping women or, sexually abusing. Some people need a doll. They do. They need that doll. Take that doll and do whatever it is you want to do. Do y'all know that they have a jail somewhere down south and they're giving inmates e-cigarettes because this jail won't allow. Do all jails? Did all jails stop smoking? Has smoking been eliminated from all jails? I think so. I think so. I'm so late. That's because I don't really smoke like that. But anyway, they have found a way to give the inmates e-cigarettes. They're disposable e-cigarettes that are basically made out of some type of cardboard because so when they break they it's no sharp edges so they can't use it as a weapon when they finish with it, even the firing mechanism, because the e-cigarettes have to have like the majority of the e-cigarettes, like the jewels or whatever. This is a disposable. They have some type of battery or firing mechanism on the inside to fire up the juice. So they have made these out of paper, and what they do is, I guess the inmate is given the e-cigarette. It has a serial number on it. It's a they have a pilot program that they're just doing with certain inmates right now to see how it works out. So I guess the cigarettes last for, so many days or whatever. And when it's over, they have to turn them in, and the serial number has to match the one that they were given. If they mess up or whatever, then they're kicked out of the program. But it's interesting that prisons are um, allowing the inmates to have e-cigarettes or vape in prison. And we are going through this whole thing about vaping because now they're saying that there has been one official death related to vaping. It just seems like the cigarette or the tobacco companies are getting mad because these vape companies are making so much money. And for the first time in a long time, the tobacco industry is losing. And that the government don't like to lose no money. When they start losing, they will issue a warning that it's going to kill you and they want you to get away from it. Okay? Just like marijuana. The government wanted to make money, so they're starting to make marijuana legal everywhere so that they can sell it and make money off of it. Because they know y'all ain't going to stop smoking weed. That's what you not going to do. You going to smoke the weed. Y'all going to smoke that weed, okay? But it's just interesting. I mean, like I be going on, what is it? On the Google homepage and just reading the articles that's on like the Google homepage, or when I check my emails on like the Yahoo AOL on the AOL homepage. Some of them articles are really interesting. If you're not watching the news, and a lot of this stuff don't come on the news, like you're not going to see it on mainstream media. You have to sometimes get your news sources in other ways because mainstream media is only going to release stuff that has been filtered through the editors and producers and all of that kind of stuff. If you want to, get other news, and you got to go and get it from other places. And I like to read articles and, see things that are going on in the world. That's the only way you're going to know what's going on. That's the only way you're going to keep up with what's going on if you read, because a lot of this stuff they're not going to show on TV, and they put it in print because they know a lot of y'all don't want to read. Y'all ain't going to read. And you need to read. Read what's going on. That's the only way you're going to know what's really going on. Essie said, okay, I'm going to give you 10 more minutes. Okay. She said, I'm going to give you 10 more minutes. I'm about to go take me some Benadryl. My nose sounds stopped up. How do you catch a cold on antibiotics? How does that happen? How did my nose get stopped up? Oh, you know what? I forgot. My grandson has a cat. They have a cat. So my nose could be stopped up from that cat. I forgot they have a cat. The cat wasn't, I didn't see the cat, but they have a cat. So that could be it. Because I noticed when I woke up this morning, I was like, why is my nose feeling like that? Like mucusy. Like I'm allergic to cats. Okay? I don't really like being around cats anymore. And I forgot they have a cat. So, could be that. Or I could just have mucus. Scary stories you tell in the dark. No, what does that come on? Because I'll watch it. Is that on Netflix? Is that on Netflix? Because I'm looking for something new to watch. What does it come on? Yes, I am. I'm allergic to cats, and I forgot all about that. And they have a cat. Is that the movies? Is that the movies? Scary stories you tell in the dark. What is it about? We just went to the movies. I didn't see that. If you like those presidential American type movies, you'll like Angel Has Fallen. You know it's a trilogy. If you saw the other ones and you like the other ones, then you'll like this. Scary story. Oh, that's the one. That's the one about the book. The girl found the book or something. In the stories that were in the book, she read the book, and the stories was coming to life like people was getting hurt and stuff because the story. Oh, okay, yeah, 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 yeah. I was thinking about going to see that. I don't know why we didn't see that. People saying this man dead or his career is dead. What man? People saying what man is dead? You can't just come in and just say people saying this man dead. I have no idea who you're talking about. Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's not dead. If he was dead, they would have said he was dead. You know what I mean? Like if he was dead, they they would have everybody would have rushed to say he was dead. That's one thing. They will kill off a star in a minute. They will be like Kevin Hart, famous for blah blah blah, dead at 40 years old. That that would have been the headline on every media outlet. They don't have a problem shocking people. When they found out Prince was dead, they announced it. Prince's body was still in Paisley. What is it? Paisley Palace, Paisley Place, Paisley something. His body was still there, and they were saying he was dead. Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, the king of pop, Paisley Park. Thank you. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, is dead. They followed the helicopter that flew Michael Jackson's body to the morgue and everything. No, they don't have a problem shocking us. That no, you can't use that one. They don't have a problem. Shock value? No. Everybody want to be the first person to release that type of information. If he was dead, we would all know. They're not hiding that. TMZ, CNN, everybody else would be on that. You can't fart without TMZ saying it. Kevin Hart just farted. TMZ has the pictures. So yeah, we are praying for him. I don't believe that he's dead. I don't believe that his I mean, they're saying that he had surgery and he's going to make a full recovery. So I'm believing what they're saying. I'm not one of those conspiracy theory type people. I don't put the 2 on the 10. I don't know what's going on with him. I'm going to take what the media has said that he had surgery and he's going to make a full recovery. I'm going to accept that until, you know, somebody else comes out and says something different. I don't wish anything but the best on him. I would never speak any negativity, on his life that, he's not here or whatever. I want nothing but the best for him. I hope that he survives, and I hope that he realizes that if he does survive and he walks away from this unscathed and, makes a complete recovery, that he looks at this as a wake up call. Like, okay, I got it. Jesus almost called my whole number. Like my number was 9045 and he was like 9028. Okay? So, yeah. Kevin Hart better realize your number was you was this close to your number being called. Cause Mulholland Drive is no place to be playing during the day. So it's definitely not no place to be playing at 1 o'clock in the morning. So we are wishing nothing but the best. Yeah, that's what I saw too. The article that I saw. Yeah, these reporters hungry. If it was something going on, like if he was like paralyzed or, on death's doorstep, they would be camped out in front of that hospital. Everybody would be there. So I don't believe it is as serious as people are saying. I really don't. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. Not doing that because reporters are hungry. And that would be a story. So I think he's okay. Antoine said he on Netflix watching kid stuff. I can't watch kid stuff. That stuff get on my nerves now. What type of channel is this? This is hoodoo and houseplants. Okay? And everything else. I do a little bit of hoodoo. I talk about the orishas. I talk about crystals and my love for houseplants. And today we are talking about what's going on in the news. And then tomorrow ain't no telling what we gonna do. Okay? I am a 55-year-old grandmother of 6 who just likes to talk. And I have a dog. His name is Gizmo. He's real cute. I would tell him that you could see him. I would tell you that you could see him, but he's not going to come. But I can show you a picture of him since you're new and you have never beheld his glory. Because trust me, he's glorious. He is a beautiful dog. I'm trying to show you a really cute picture of him that I tagged the Oakland Raiders, and it was like, we don't want your dog, okay? Your dog is not that cute, lady. Don't tag us no more. I'm like, come on, y'all can put Gizmo. Where is he at with his little Raider shirt? Y'all could put Gizmo on the Raiders Twitter page because he's the cutest dog in the world. Like, there's no dog that's cuter than Gizmo. Where's all his cute pictures? Did I just look at that? Oh no, I probably should have went to my Instagram. All his cute pictures are on Instagram. Gizmo does have his own Instagram too, but you know what? I don't know what pictures that child. Let's see if I can find him on Instagram. He got the cutest little picture with his little Raider outfit. It's probably on my whatchamajigam page. On the what is it called? Oh, here he is, y'all. Tell me he ain't cute. Look at him. With his little Raider jersey on. That's my Snuckles. That's little Gizmo. That's my baby. Everybody else grown. So all I got is Gizmo. So yeah, this channel has a lot of stuff. It's not just one thing. I am multidimensional. Okay? Gizmo is cute. He ain't gonna come though. Gizmo is sleep. Up. He woke. Him woke. Come here. Come here, Buddha. Gizmo. Come here. Come here. Gizmo. Come. Come here. He ain't coming. Gizmo, come on. Come here. Get on your blanket. You want to get on this blanket? Come on. Come on, poo poo. You want some bacon? I'm like, you ain't gonna give me no bacon. You're a lie. You ain't even had no bacon. You ain't giving me no bacon. He ain't coming. Just take my word for it. He's cute. But he got a bad attitude. He cute with a bad attitude. So that's my only um, animal. Fur baby. I don't have no bacon. I have some, but it's on top of the refrigerator. It's the, like the doggy bacon. He likes the little dog treats that look like bacon. But he know I don't have any because he would smell it. If he smelled it, he would come. Yes, he didn't put the time clocks up. Yes, he is our official time keep. Let me show y'all my slippers and then I'm leaving. I got these from Walmart. Aren't they cute? I love fuzzy slippers. Love them. Oh my god, they are so cute. I really don't like the kind of slippers that have the little back thing because you gotta put your feet in and then make sure this little thing come up on your heel. I really don't like those. I just like to slide my feet in slippers, but after a while, these probably will stretch and my feet will just go in them. But they are super cute, and the little bottoms are cute. Okay, look, don't go outside in these. And I have a really bad habit of walking outside on the porch in my slippers, and then they get all janky and stuff. But I ain't gonna do that with those because they super cute. Gizmo is the sassy king. They hecka cute. Aren't they cute? Okay, Tina. Me and you about to get on Instagram because Essie want us to leave. So if you're on Instagram, me and Tina about to be on Instagram sending each other. If you want to get in the if you want to get in the loop on my Instagram, let me know because I be sending Tina crazy stuff on Instagram and she be sending me Tina be sending me some cute outfits though. Like really cute gothy type outfits to put together. I love when Tina send me stuff. So if you want to get in on that, just message me on Instagram and we can chit chat because that's what I'll be doing. But if you don't have no Instagram, then you can't do it because that's the only place where I be chit chatting. But I'm about to get in on Twitter. No, I'm leaving too. I'm about to go take me some Benadryl or something. Yeah, I'm not gonna go outside with them. My Instagram is the same name as my YouTube, and the same name as that on Twitter also. So find me on Twitter. But I don't be on Twitter. I don't really say nothing. But I'm trying to get used to Twitter. But Instagram, I'm extremely active on Instagram every day. And at night, if you really want to get to know me, at night is when I be dropping all of this weird stuff in my Instagram stories. So the ramblings of Omo Oshun late night when I'm waiting on my husband to come home from work and my Benadryl then just slightly kicked in and I'm just saying all kind of crazy stuff. You will really get to know me on Instagram for real. For real, for real. All right, y'all. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Antoine, send me your information so that I can send you your package. Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a plant video. There was no plant video today. Tomorrow's a plant video for sure. Okay. Because I want to keep those plant videos in my rotation. I'm trying to break into the plant thing on YouTube and Instagram. So tomorrow's a plant video. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.